Hello, Markins.
Hello, bro. What's up?
It's all good from this end, and I'm honored to be here. How are you
Um,
doing?
I'm doing good, and I know
That's
you
good
are
to know.
also doing good. So,
Yes, I'm in good shape.
okay. So, hello, guys, and welcome to my Kingsident vlog once again. So, guys, today we are going to be having an important person. Today's video, I'm not going to be doing it alone. We are going to be having an important person in our midst. Someone who is how will I even put it, an intelligent person,
Oh, wow.
personality. So he's I'm not going to introduce him to you guys. You guys we need to hear from his mouth. But then he graduated with a first class from the university. And not just that he graduated with a first class, he happens to be the best graduating student overall. So bro, you're welcome once again.
I am beyond thrilled to be here this afternoon.
So quick one. Can you please a little bit more about you, your name, the school you graduated from, your department, and then let's go from there.
Okay. Good afternoon, viewers. First, I belong to a generation of young men who are pushing forward to change the world. Nwachukwu Chekezie Isaac is my name, a graduate of Agricultural Economics and Extension from the prestigious Enugu State University of Science and Technology. I
Oh,
like to
okay.
define myself as a passionate young man. My friends will refer to me as a coconut head because I ruthlessly pursue everything that I am passionate about.
All right.
I do so well in multitasking, and I believe I am multi-talented as well. And
Yeah.
it's such an honor to be here today to be able to share my story. Maybe to inspire or to motivate one young student outside there.
Oh, nice one. Nice one. You are a coconut head indeed, or the other way around.
Oh my.
Just and um like I just want to know, like, did you choose to study agriculture? But because we all know that agriculture, especially in Nigeria, is something that everybody, almost every student avoid. Like they say they don't want to be a farmer. Like I just want to know, were you the one that chose to study agriculture as a course, or JAM gave it to you? Like it used to give every other person.
Okay, I was privileged to attend one of the best secondary schools in Nigeria. I
Okay.
actually attended Dennis Memorial Grammar School, DMGS, there in Onitsha. And during my secondary school days, I offered agriculture as a subject. So going into the university, I didn't actually aspire to become an agriculturist. For the records, I wrote JAM 4 different times. But then again, when I got the last admission, because prior to gaining admission in Esut, I had already gained admission in Ebonyi State University to study
Okay.
an agricultural related course.
Okay.
But then again, having stayed at home for 4 years, I decided to embrace this particular course because I found out somehow that it's my calling. So I didn't aspire to study agriculture from the onset, but then when JAM wasn't forthcoming with my desired course, I had to embrace agriculture.
Culture. Okay. Now, do you even love it as you studied it now in the university, or you just studied it just like every other person that JAM has did bad in
Oh,
securing admission?
okay, initially the plan was to just go into the university and maybe offer or apply for JAM the succeeding year. But then again, I entered and I fell in love with the course because it talked about nature and all the rest. I became intrigued about the course and I said, no, I'm not going to apply for another JAM. I'm going to see this to the end.
Okay, yeah. No problem. So then, we all know that everybody loves success. Everybody wants to succeed, and then you feel good when you succeed, right? So I still want to,
Definitely.
when the news of you being the first class student of your department came to you, how do you felt? Like, was there anything like butterflies in your stomach, or did you feel any special? Like, although, yeah, did you?
Certainly, there were butterflies in my belly. But then again, I had always worked hard for this. I mean,
Okay.
when I went into Esut, I said to myself, you're not coming out with nothing but the best. So I
Okay.
put myself in that particular space. I had to work towards it, even when it wasn't even convenient for me. So when I heard the news, it came as, it didn't come as a shock. It was expected, but there were surely butterflies in my belly, and it was a humbling experience. I felt so many things at the same time, a roller coaster of emotions. But in summary, I felt fulfilled. Yes, this is a dream come true for me.
Wow. Nice. So you talked about not knowing your CGPA, right? Like
Definitely.
maybe about your CGPA, but then you might have a rough calculation of it. What do you think? What did you think that you came up with? We still want to know. Yeah, I
You
know.
want to put me on a spot?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. From the calculation from this end, is
Yeah.
actually 4.76.
Okay. Almost
4.76 out of 5.
nearly 5.0.
Is still far from 5.0.
You did extremely well. I applaud you for that. But then we all
Thank
know
you
that
so much.
uh, in every success there is a story behind it, right? You all can,
Definitely.
you alone can testify that. So now I just want you to take us back to the memory lane, how all these things started, how
Wow.
during your days in the universe. Just tell us a story about this journey that ended well like this.
This journey started from the scratch, and it's going to be a big one, but I'll try as much as possible to be able to curtail the information I give here so it doesn't
I,
become boring.
oh, no
Okay,
problem.
my journey has been that of grace. I see myself as someone who is highly favored by God.
Okay.
When I got admission to study in Esut, it was a time my family was facing a financial meltdown. My late mom,
Sorry.
God bless her soul, is an
Oh,
amputee. And due to my father's inability to support financially due to the crisis he was facing at that time, my mom said to me, son, I am going to see you through school. It wasn't easy navigating all the 5 years I spent in a suit, but then God was faithful every step of the way. God was faithful. He was he was just obedient to his will. And this is just the story. We are just testifying the good news, the success today. And I owe it all to God. For every single person that have come through for me, for every single friend. um, Interestingly, I do tell people that the best gift I got from Esut is the family of friends I was able to build.
wow.
It comes first, then my certificate comes second. I am
Okay.
so grateful and I appreciate all my friends. They came through for me in so many ways that I can't even mention.
Right.
So they are part of this success. This success story cannot be complete without them. Yes,
Oh, nice. Nice to hear that. We all know what friends can do when we have the right friends. So
definitely.
I thank God for the stuffs like that. So then I like quick one. I just want to know like um was there any pathway you think you followed? Was there anything you did and things that you avoided that you think made you achieve this great result? Was there anything you think you did exceptionally well that led you to being this like, good, like being the first class in your department?
Well, definitely. There is no shortcut to success.
Uh-huh.
Success comes as a result of hard work. When you add persistency, commitment, and dedication, it gives birth to success. I can still remember that for every single day I was in school, at every given time, opportunity I had, I made sure I went through my books. I made sure I read something in particular. I deprived myself of so many things because there are sacrifices you have to pay for you to achieve success. Yes, but notwithstanding, I still partook in so many social activities, in so many church activities. It didn't derail me from serving God, actually. I made sure I found a balance, and this is important for every student out there to be able to strike a balance between your social life, your education, and any other thing you might have in hand.
Wow. Okay, that leads me to the next question. You somehow answered the question, though, but I'm still going to ask it. It leads me to
Okay.
the next question I wanted to ask you. So, like, I just wanted to ask, how often do you read? Like, are you this kind of bookworm type of person that reads like doctor's prescription, morning, afternoon, night, or you just read like every other student?
Okay, I mentioned earlier, so I'll reiterate again. I find I utilize every opportunity I have to study, be it in the morning, be it in the afternoon, be it at night. But for my kind of person, I believe that my best part, my best duration, or my best time to read is early morning. So, and I think this is actually important for students to be able to know their retention capacity, their comprehension capacity. Because when you know this, when you know at what time it works for you perfectly to read and to be able to comprehend, then it will help you to map out your time in the best possible way. So every student should have that in mind and should have work. Yes.
Okay, okay. Then you mentioned something about your social life, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm.
So what is it about your social life? Like how active were you in school activities? We all know that in the university there is this time that everybody needs to engage in activity. Are you one of those who really engage themselves in activities like football or any other activity, normally school activity that is not partly academics?
Okay, I am not so much of a good footballer, but then again, I watched every single tournament because I found joy, or rather, I find joy in watching football. So I made sure I attended every tournament, be it departmental, be it faculty tournaments. I made sure I attended any of them, and I watched many of them, if not all of them. So that was it. Like I said, I had to strike a balance between my social life and that of my education to make sure that none of them was interfering in the other. So that was it for me.
Okay. So what advice are you in terms of striking this balance? Like, people find it more difficult, especially undergraduates, striking balance between pleasure and academics. So, like, what advice are you giving in that aspect? Like,
Okay, the first thing I'm going to say is that we should be self-aware, because when we know ourselves, we tend to know what works for us. We should just identify ourselves first, because when you're able to identify yourself and when you're self-aware, you know yourself. You know at what times it works for you. You know at what times you are able to perform better. So it helps you, like I said, it helps you to structure your time, to map out a timetable for yourself, to have just like a daily guide for yourself. This is the things I'm going to do today. This is the things I'm not going to do today. So it kind of helps you.
okay,
Yes.
thank you for this advice. Then, the next question, which happens to be the second to the last questions, a question I have for you. So, this question is okay, it's somehow funny though. So now coming to your relationship life. So when you were in the university, do you engage in any form of relationship, whether platonic or otherwise?
Okay. I'm going to be very, very sincere to
You
answer
know,
this question.
this where some people usually get it somehow wrong and then twisting things again. So
No,
I
it's actually dicey. It's actually dicey, but I'm going to be very, very sincere. I
yeah.
am part of the people that believe that for every healthy relationship to thrive, then there is need for communication, and there's also need for finance. I believe that relationship is time consuming. And at that particular point of my life, these were the two things that were not readily available. It was not something I was willing to give to any daughter of Eve out there. I wouldn't want to lead somebody in and now not being to just stop them on the way. So because of that, I was not involved in any romantic relationship at all.
Okay,
The
but
only
you
relationship I remember I had during my school days was my studies. I took it with every passion. Even my close friends can attest to that. I was so in love with my studies, and I'm so glad of the results that we were able to bet. So that's just basically it. And I'll
oh,
advise every single person: we need to get our priorities right. The primary reason why you're in school is not to engage in romantic relationship. I'm not saying it's wrong. Of course, I've seen some people who also engage in romantic relationship and they end up with flying colors. But then again, it falls back to who you are. So that being self-aware of yourself and the things that work for you. But generally, I don't think is advisable for a student to be romantically involved with anybody at all while in school, because distractions almost creeps in. That's just it. There is bound to be distraction. Oh, sorry. There is bound to be distractions.
okay, okay. All right. So final question. So like you've achieved this level of success, and I congratulate you for that. So now what's next after this? Yes, you've already graduated in flying color, and then you're supposed to have a plan, right? So can you tell us
Certainly.
well, what's next for you right now?
Okay, this is not the end of Nwachukwu Isaac. This is not the end of Sapiens
Do
Isaac.
your academics or
Yes, we are going to keep ascending this ladder,
okay?
definitely, because my late mom wished that I get to the apex of anything education. So, and it's not going to be the end. I'm looking forward to rounding off my National Youth Service program, going for my master's, and from there we take it up from there.
Okay, okay. Oh, so before we go, I would like you to give a little piece of advice for every undergraduate out there who are still in school and then trying to find their way out. You know, being in this school setting, the university is on a whole new level, a whole new world for an undergraduate. Every undergraduate out there. So, can you just give a piece of advice to them, what to do and what not to do, what to avoid? You know. So yeah.
Okay, for me, to every undergraduate out there who is listening to me, dear young blood, your dreams are valid. But for you to achieve or to attain this level of success, you must be willing to put in the work. You must be intentional about your journey. You must set your priorities right and avoid distraction in any form it is going to come. Always be mindful of whom you are, from the family you're coming from, and always say to yourself, I am the change that the world desires. Yes,
Wow. So thank you for this piece of advice. I know
my
all
pleasure.
of you heard what you say. So I thank you for being making our time to come for this interview or rather show. So thank you once again for coming. And then
You're doing a good night. You're good. You're doing a good job. Permit me to say that. You're
yeah,
doing a good
thank you.
job, and I am honored to be here. I'm so delighted. Thank you for having me.
Thank you too for coming. So thank you guys for watching. And then we are going to be coming your way next time. So please, if you're a new viewer here, please make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. It doesn't cost more, just do it for the ministry to be moving to the permanent side. So that's all. Thank you, bro, for coming. I
My
appreciate
pleasure.
it. All right. Bye.